Mic check 1, 2. I don't hear you coming through the phone. Are you live, Roy?
We are live.
What's going on, guys? Hope all is well. We got a pre-show going on here, and we're trying to get Revis connected. So hopefully we can get some behind-the-scenes music going in a second. Bear with me. Hope all is well. And Revis, we just gonna have to just do it from the speakerphone. That's all I can tell you, brother. That's what we're gonna do. We're back though. Probably won't be too many people watching because I did not promote the show. And now that I've come back, it's like you guys know we're here to talk tech.
Mic check 1, 2.
So that's what it's gonna be. So music going in a second. Know what time we're gonna be doing what we're gonna be doing, and it is what it is. So we'll be live literally in 1 minute. So that's what it is. What is Tubi? Everything you need to know how to convert your VHS to DVD, and what is NFC? How does it work, and what can you do with it? We'll be live in 30 seconds. Stand by, Revis. And we got Tech Troublemaker out here hanging out with us. I don't know if he's gonna pop up on the screen, but he's helping us out a little bit. He said, let's get it. Let's see. Did I get that one? There we go. Here we go. What's going on, guys? I'm back. Did y'all miss me? I don't think you really did. I think we had some great hosts over the last couple of weeks, and they were doing what they were doing, and they were holding down the fort, while Tallboy decided to go see the world. What they say, where in the world was Tallboy? Well, yeah, we went and saw the world, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to talk tech, speak tech in a language that you can understand. See, I'm a little rusty there. But my name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tallboy. And today I am remotely doing the show because I have my guy, Tech Troublemaker. What's happening, Tech Troublemaker?
Hey, how you doing out there, man?
Hey, you gonna pop up on the screen sometime? Or we're gonna have
I was trying to spare your audience.
Well, you were holding it down for me while I was gone, and I definitely want to say thank you so much. And like I said, hopefully they got some value out of it. And once again, there's always the replay, and you spit through that show so fast. By the time I looked in, I was like, the show's over with. What's going on?
Nobody wanted to come see me that night. I thought, man, they don't want to see me. It must be something about me because I don't know. I didn't see anybody out there. They were like. So I ain't gonna talk to an audience of none.
I got you. He's I'm going home. Well, hopefully you got your adult beverage, and for the ones who do not have it, make sure you stop, share the show with a couple of people, let them know that we are live. Tallboy is back. Roy is over here assisting behind the scenes, and you have your adult beverage. So that's all I'm asking. Please share the show. Tell somebody what's going on. Say Tallboy's back. And we got some things that we need to talk about. We only got 1 hour, and we're going to stretch it out to about an hour, okay? And we're going to find out what they say. Where in the United States is Revis? United States, from L.A. to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn. Revis, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. What's going on?
Man, we back in the saddle, man. We back in the saddle. That's what it is. And wanted to see how you're doing. And where are you at in the United States?
I am in Temple, Texas.
Temple, Texas. All right. How big is the town, and what is the town known for? Help me out.
Well, Temple was really made known by Bill Cosby. He used to wear the Temple shirt all the time, the sweatshirt in his dang show, in the Cosby Show all the time. And it's a pretty decent sized town, and I'm laying back in a Super 8 right now.
Okay, and a Super 8. All right. Everything's all right. The truck is okay, because the last I left, we were having some problems in Mississippi and Louisiana. So are we good? We back up on the road? We moving about?
Well, we're having a little trouble right now. The truck is actually in the shop, and hopefully I'll get it back tomorrow and get to moving again.
Oh, hell no.
Come on, man. We can't be doing all of this, man. So our word of the day is dissemble. I'm going to give you the definition. You're going to break it down for us in truck driver terms, all right?
Okay.
Dissemble is a formal word that means to conceal facts, feelings, or intentions with deceptive explanations, reasons, etc. It is frequently used as a gentler way to say lie. Dissemble. Break it down for us, Reeves.
Well, until you mentioned about my truck being broke down, I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. I was gonna dissemble that right there. I was gonna make everybody think everything was going all right, because you never know what's going on with a person unless they say something, because we dissemble. We try to hide the facts. We don't let people know exactly what's going on, and that's dissemble.
Okay, so you were going to dissemble that your truck was all right and everything was all right. That's what you're saying?
Exactly. Just like you today.
That's
you
suspicious.
just got back in town, and you right now you're dissembling. You're not telling people about your truck.
Well, I just started the show, so I mean, you putting all my business out in the street, in these internet streets, man. So I mean, I just got back. I don't think people.
Well, we are dissembling.
Look, we've been making sure you're okay. They don't want to know about Tall Boy's problems. Your problems is more than enough for all of us combined. But we definitely appreciate you dissembling and telling us what's been going on.
Oh my goodness.
So it is what it is, my brother. I understand. Dissemble. It is a gentler way to say lie. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. And the thing about it, regardless of how bad things look, there's always a bright side at the end of the rainbow. And the end of the rainbow is really close. We can see the end of the tunnel.
Okay, I'm with you on that. All right. Any parting words before we get up out of here?
Hey, yeah, I'm just glad that you're back, and I just hope you had a good time. I enjoyed the videos and the conversations we had. Hey, and I really wish I really could have seen that bullfight. You showed me a little bit. You teased me, but I would have really liked to seen that bullfight.
All right. Well, we'll talk a little bit about that during the show, and we'll go from there. All right. So dissemble is the word. We're going to find a way to use that word in a sentence today. And if not, you guys challenge yourself to dissemble, but try to be truthful. But I get it. You don't want everybody all up in your business, so you dissemble and let everybody know that you're okay. So we'll find a way to use that in a sentence today. All right?
All right.
All right, Reeves. Be good, man. Be safe on that road.
Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Well, what'd you think about that, Roy?
Yeah, man, that's good stuff. We don't want to forget about the stash stock, man. We want everybody to go out there and be sure to hit that link for stash stock tonight.
Yeah, that's right. So we got our stash stock party of the evening. It is Intercontinental Hotels Group, PLC. That's right, Intercontinental Hotels Group, PLC. You have 3 hours, 50 minutes, and 52 seconds to get your piece of stash stock. You do not have to. See, I messed it all up. You do not get a whole. You do not get a whole stock. You get a piece of incremental stock. All you have to do is go to stash.com/party, and it's yours absolutely free if you just sign up. If you use the link in my description, then you can get $20 when you spend $20. So if you want to invest, by all means, invest. It's absolutely free. But tonight, your product offering is Intercontinental Hotels Group PLC. So that's those high-end hotels. I'm an Airbnb guy. Do you stay at the Intercontinental Roy?
I do sometimes, but I'm more of a Marriott kind of fan.
Oh, you a baller. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I am not mad at you, Roy. Go ahead. Do what you do. Well, you guys got 3 hours and 49 minutes and 51 seconds to get your piece of stash stock, and it's absolutely yours for free if you sign up. All right? Uh-oh, we got a problem, Roy.
Yeah, your video keeps freezing. I don't know what we got going there. I was going to hit the first topic.
Yes.
The video keeps freezing. I don't know what's going on. The audio is staying fine. We're not losing it. We're just losing video.
Okay, so can we bring the music down a little bit? And this is what we're going to try to do over here.
Yep.
I'm trying to see if I can click on that link, and it's freezing on me on my end. So we got a couple of topics that I would like to bring up.
Well, you were.
Am I back?
You were for a couple seconds, then it went back out again.
Okay. So let's see if we can do this, Roy. How about, I don't know if it's going to work. Okay. But I can't bring up the articles on my end because the whole computer has frozen on me. Let me see something over here.
I got the article up for you, sir.
Yeah, but I can't read it. It's too small.
Well, okay.
You know that fine, what they say, you got to read the fine print.
Read the fine print. Yeah, well, I can help out, I'll...
Let me see if I can open up another article and bring it up over here on the other side. But it's saying that my Google Chrome is not responding over here. That's what it's saying. And maybe I need to go switch over to Microsoft Edge. Are there any comments on the screen or anybody saying hello to anybody?
Yeah, we definitely need to say hello to the gang. So hang on just a sec. I am tweaking something real quick. I'm getting a backup plan just in case I got a punt.
And if I got to tap out of what I'm using, then I will tap out and then just come in the regular way, and I'll let you hold down the fort for about 2 to 5 minutes. So while I try and come out of there. So let's just see if I can do this.
Let's say hi to some folks. We'll do that while you do that. How about that?
No, well, let's see if I can do this real quick. And this is what we're going to try to do before we get into our articles, because I wanted to save this for last, but it looks like it's probably not going to happen the way I thought it was going to happen. Am I still frozen on your end?
Let's see. Nope, you're working right now.
He says I'm working.
Yep. All right, I bumped up the size on the article. See if you can read it now.
The screen is frozen, so I can't see anything. So
okay, well you're moving even if the screen's frozen. So there's that.
Okay, so let's put it like this. Tallboy got up out of the country. He went to 9 cities, 5 countries. Those countries were Portugal, France, Czech Republic, Austria, and Spain. Those were the places that I went to. The 9 cities was Lisbon, Ponta Delgado, Chambray, France, Paris, France, Prague, Austria, Madrid, Valencia, and then finally we ended in Barcelona. So I think the last where I left off last was I was in Prague. And so you guys did not get a chance to see Innsbruck. So that's the video that I'm working on now. And the computer is literally frozen up on me. So I don't know if you can see what I have on the screen right there.
See some mountains and patio furniture.
Yeah. So this is Innsbruck here. He said some patio furniture. So this is my friend Margaret, and we played basketball together at the University of New Orleans, and I came to see her. So it was a 7.5-hour train ride from Prague to Innsbruck, Austria. And this was her view outside of where she stays at. So that mountain, we literally did that. And next week, I'm going to have some more video and pictures and all that good old stuff that you guys would probably definitely appreciate and say, wow, Tallboy, like this is really it. So I don't know what all I have. Let me see if I can get some of this to pull up on the screen. I'm trying to stay inside of Innsbruck, but I don't know what I have. Give me 1 second. So we went up to the top of the mountain, and it was 7,400 feet in the air. So this is where we were. And let's see if we got that there. You can't. There we go. We're going to bring that down. So we were going to the top of this mountain, and I actually rode a cable car all the way to the top. So I have some more video, but I can't get it. So we'll probably have this a little bit better for next week. But this is Innsbruck, and that's what they're known for. And it's really a ski resort. I actually touched snow for the first time this year, believe it or not. And then after I left Innsbruck, I rode a train up to Vienna, but I did not stay in Vienna. And I flew straight to Madrid. And when I went to Madrid, a lot of people heard about this bullfight. So I actually went to a bullfight, and I actually got a chance to see one in the flesh. And it was interesting. And if you're into gore and all that kind of stuff, after the third one, it was a lot. Let's just put it like that. So that's kind of what I saw, and it was actually interesting. But I think they do about 6 matches, and then after the after the third one, I was like, okay, guys, I've had enough. The bull is gone. There it is. We got to get up out of here. So that's the bullfight. So the bull is gone, and then they literally haul the bull on out of the arena, and the people are cheering, and they really love what they're doing. So that was a pretty cool experience. And then after that, I ended up going over to Valencia. And Valencia is a cool town that is about 2.5 hours outside of Madrid. It's on the coast, and it's by the but I don't know if I'm saying the right word, but it's a sea that leads out into the Mediterranean. So, but the word is the Bavarian Sea. I forgot which one it is, but this is Valencia, and they're known for paella. That's what they're known for. So I got a chance to see taste the actual authentic paella that was made from Valencia. And I'm pretty sure that if you have ever been to Spain, you know that that's what they're known for. And then lastly, in Valencia, I decided to catch the sunrise, and I thought that this was a dope shot that I had, just catching the sunrise in Valencia. So my Airbnb was right outside of there, and that was a pretty cool experience. And then lastly, I took a train up to Barcelona. And when I took that train to Barcelona, I really wasn't there to see much. I was only there for one day because everybody wanted to see, or all roads were leading to Barcelona on June 8th, because there was one particular lady that was in town, and she was basically taking over the whole country of Spain. And we all know who that person is. And as she says, whoever controls the media controls the mind. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. And if you don't know who that is, Miss Carter. So Miss Carter kind of took over. So Roy, are there any comments going on? Help me out while I'm trying to do a couple of other things.
There's a bunch of comments. Let's get caught up here. I'll catch up on a few. We got Hit the Spot says hello.
Okay. What's
Sheila
up,
Baker
Miss
says, hey, tall boy.
Hey, Sheila, how you doing?
She says, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
She's also shouting out to Revis. Hey, Revis. She's also shouting out what's up with Hit the Spot.
Okay.
And then she claims I did a good job last week. We'll have to see.
Okay.
Good evening, Sister Queen is in there. Good evening, everyone. And then
what's up, Sister
Sheila's
Queen?
saying hi to Sister Queen, and Sister Queen saying welcome back.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Revis saying hey to Sheila Baker. And Sister Queen saying hey to Sheila and Tall Boy and Revis, and Hit the Spot 106. And then Sister also saying good evening to Stream Elements. And then she's laughing about that. And see Revis saying again hi to Sister Queen. And Revis says hi to Stream Elements.
Oh God.
And Sherry P says welcome back, Tall Boy. And
that's what's up.
she's saying hi back. And so yeah.
All right, so that's where we at. Okay,
Yeah, lots
that's
of
what's
everybody
up.
saying about it. It said Cheryl P says she missed your hands on the wheel. So
Oh, that's what's up. No, I mean, I felt like James and Roy, they did a great job, and I'm back, and we're gonna be making some changes in the near future. But we, at least for the next couple of weeks, we're gonna still be back to normal or be doing what we were doing that was normal, if that makes any sense. And hopefully, you guys will enjoy what is being offered and being presented over the next couple of weeks, and we'll go from there. So continue to share the show, let people know what we're doing, and I definitely appreciate it. What they say, breathtaking. Okay,
yeah, well,
Rufus.
this is everybody's saying about your photos. Cheryl P
Okay.
saying awesome, and then Sheila Baker says beautiful, and Reva said breathtaking, and then Sister Queen says thank you for sharing your trip with us, and it was beautiful, and then Cheryl P says Alps in that part of Austria.
Oh yeah. So I did not know I was in the Alps, believe it or not. I was like, "What? Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm where?" And they was like, "Yeah, you're in the Alps, tall boy." So I had no idea I was in the. I was like, because you hear the word French Alps, and it's like, "Oh, I'm in the Alps," and it's like, "But I'm in Austria," and they're like, "Yo, France is right there, and Italy is right here," and I'm like, "Really?" I had no clue. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know how much of this I can show because if it gets gorish, we not gonna show or I'll cut it. I don't know what I'm putting up on the screen, but we're just gonna just share a little bit of this bullfight here, so you can actually see the guy just stood all up in my shot, so I wasn't feeling that at all. But this is kind of like what happens, and they tease the bull, and you see the guy over in the far right hand corner. He's trying to get his attention, but the bull is blind. So they basically have about three of these guys that are trying to get their attention, and then they kind of do like a standing whatever and to capture his attention, and then they stick whatever that is inside of the bull, and then they run, and then this is kind of what slows the bull down, and so that's kind of like what they do. So that's that's a portion of it. And as you can see, this guy over here, he's doing the same thing. And then then they have another guy who comes out and he does the rest of it. And I'll have to find the rest of that for next week. So as you can see that this is, and then they all go running. You can see them hopping over the fence. And then they have the pink robe that catches them. So, that catches the bull's attention. And then they kind of drag the, capture the bull and get the bull's attention to go all over the place. So that's kind of what that was. I don't know how much of this I can show, but I will mute it. But I will show a little bit of it. If you, I'm not really trying to share too much of it, but we're only going to show a portion. And this is just the opening monologue.
I was gonna say, Cheryl P says Peter would not be so happy there at the bullfight.
Hey, it's Spain. It has nothing to do with the United States. So this is when she first came, or when the show first started, and you can see how close I really was, and it was pretty dope. And I tried to, because I'm so tall, I was standing above all the cameras, right? You can see. So it's welcome Beyonce, and this is like when she first came out. So that's a portion of that. And then I think after this here, this is when she comes out and she does the crowd went crazy and went nuts. And then she did her song, and that was pretty much it. So pretty cool experience. I was really impressed with what I saw. And there's some more stuff that maybe we can share a little bit later on. And then this is just kind of, I don't know how much of this I can share because I don't have it looped up. I don't have it looped, but that's pretty much it. Are there any other comments going on before we try to see if I can pull this first article up?
Yeah, hit the spot 1006 says that she's afraid of heights. And then Sheila Baker says, I agree, Cheryl, too gory for me. And then Rivas wants to know, do they feed people after the bullfight? So they have steak dinners afterwards?
So you have to wait 24 hours from what I was told, because the 24 hours basically they have to, clean the bull, get the blood out and all that crazy old stuff. So they got to do all of that. So as you can see, this is how close I was to her. and the show was amazing. And anybody who wants to go to Tampa, if you're willing to pay the right price, you can have a ticket to Tampa. So I only have one, so I don't have a pair, but I have one. So if you want to see her in Tampa, please shoot me a DM. It's August 16th. I have one ticket that I am looking to sell. So because I've seen her in Barcelona, I thought it was an awesome show. And I think that it's worth every penny that you pay. Okay, so that's all I can say. You will not be disappointed. This is the crowd. I was standing out here. People were literally in line since 4 a.m. that morning, and somebody said that they started lining up at 5 p.m. the day before. But I met a gentleman at 5. He said he got there at 4 a.m. so he could be like right at the front of wherever his section was, and he was in Gold Circle B, and I was in Gold Circle A. So that's kind of a little bit of the last tail end of the tour of where of where I was at. You guys saw the videos of the other places. If you followed what I was doing, you saw that. So that's pretty much it. So now we talked a little bit about the overseas trip, 9 cities, 5 countries. We just went out and just lived life for a moment. So I had to just get away from America. And there's a lot of things that I learned. We really should pick up a language. We should, whether it's Spanish, it's French, it's Portuguese, or it's just something. We have to pick up another language, because being in other rooms and not knowing what they're saying, that's not sexy. That's not cool. So I will hope and recommend that you guys challenge yourself to say, you're willing to learn a different language. And even if you say you don't want to learn the language, maybe you have somebody that's a younger person that you mentor, or you have kids, maybe you will encourage them to pick up another language. Because like I said, if you travel abroad, being bilingual, that is so helpful. Yes, I had a translator app, and I will talk or take a picture of all the tools that I used. And they were very helpful. Google Translate was great. The Langogo was great. I know we talk about Tile, and we talk about AirTags, but I picked up a device called Tracky, and Tracky was pretty helpful for me, because I would just put the Tracky in, and I paid a monthly subscription. I think it was like $14.95 or $15.95, I want to say. And it literally told me where my bag was. If, say, somebody took the bag, I knew where to find what it was if somebody would have happened to take it. But I knew I had a tracker with me at all times. So if anything happened to my electronics, I knew where it was. So that's pretty much it. So those are some of the tools that I used. And basically everybody is using Apple Pay. They're using Tap all over the place, and you really don't even go to McDonald's anymore or fast food restaurants, and you don't go up to the counter. You're literally using the kiosk, and you're literally ordering online. Like, that was just a standard. You either tap or you're using the kiosk to order. So they're much farther advanced than we are when it comes to that. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and tap into our first article. And we're going to say, what is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. I had it right here.
It's what is Tubi?
Yeah, what is Tubi?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So I got it. It's what is Tubi? That's the headline.
What is Tubi? Everything to know about the free streamer.
There you go. So how many people use Tubi? That's the question. Have you heard of Tubi? Do you use Tubi? Do you think that Tubi is good? Put in the comments, do you use Tubi? Have you watched anything on Tubi? And if so, what is your favorite show? All right, that's what I want to know. And they basically say right here, the days, there's a streaming service for practically everything. And many of them are not cheap, like Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max, Showtime. But however, they're saying that the growth of the big players is starting to plateau. And they're saying that customers are feeling maxed out and looking for other ways to watch while keeping more money in their pockets. So for those reasons, it may be time for advertising on demand. So if you hear the word AVOD, it's advertising on demand. and it's a free ad-supported streaming television. So to shine. So basically, they're saying services like Tubi, Pluto, the Roku channel, or more recently Google TV, are starting to position themselves to be at the forefront of the surging streaming segments. So, do you use Tubi? Do you watch Pluto? Have you watched channels on the Roku channel? Put in the comments and let me know what you do. And then it says, Tubi is a service that has a catalog of more than 50,000 movies and TV shows and 200 live TV channels for free. Absolutely free, y'all. So, I mean, I don't know what other better way to put this, but I mean, hey, they have content, and they say that just because it's free doesn't mean you should jump ship from all of your other streaming services. But they're saying Tubi is owned by Fox, and they say that they compete with the likes of Netflix and Hulu. And we're going to break down everything you need to know about Tubi. All right. So they're saying, what is it? And they're saying it's a streaming service with a twist. It's free. That's right. FREE. But it has some catches to it. And it says it offers a combination of on-demand movies and TV shows, originals, and the live TV streaming channels. So without you having to shell out a monthly subscription fee. Okay. So they said you pay the subscription fee with Netflix, and that's why you don't have to pay for commercials, but you get free because you got to watch the ads. So you're going to have to make those compromises. So they're telling you, first and foremost, there are ads, and they aren't overwhelming. So they're not going to bombard you with ads, but they're saying second, the on-demand content is mostly older movies and shows, reruns on cable and other broadcast services. And then they're saying Tubi has yet to produce any of its own original content. And it says the streamer has a ton of it made for the service that can be found in its Tubi original section. And they said Tubi was bought by Fox in 2020 for $440 million. And they said that more than 64 million monthly active users are using the service. My question to you, Roy, is have you watched anything on Tubi?
I loaded it up one time and said that was it. And I don't like the Amazon's that freebie channel they have. It's just too many of the commercials. You can't skip them. It makes you crazy. I'm not a big fan of commercials when I've got so many things where I don't have to watch any commercials. So
I got you. Okay. All right. So, I mean, come on, check it out, man. I watched it. It's got a couple of movies on there that I'm like, I would never watch this, but it was actually good content. So yeah. They're saying, don't be fooled. There's plenty to watch on Tubi.
There is. Yeah.
They're saying that they have a large catalog of film and TV titles of AVOD services at 50,000. So out of 50,000 shows, come on, Roy, you got to watch at least 5.
Man, so, I don't even have time to watch TV. So, I'm still
that's fair.
I'm still sad because Ted Lasso's over, man. I'm still devastated about
You can
that.
watch the reruns properly. You can watch the reruns.
I'm going to go back and watch Ted Lasso again. But anyway, we got a lot of comments out there about Tubi. I'd like to bring them up, and let's give everybody a chance to shout out. I brought them up, but let's let everybody talk. So let's see. All right, we can come back. There's a lot of comments about the bullfight too, by the way. By the way, Hit Spot 1006 says the Beyonce concert was amazing. So all right, Sister Queen says I use Tubi, love it. Cheryl P says I watch some old stuff content on Tubi. Sister Queen says I have a lot of favorite shows on Tubi. Cheryl P says Tubi is cool. At least they number the total commercials. At least they number the total commercials. That's true. Hit Spot says we are. James Hicks in the house. What's up, yo?
What's up, James?
Sheila says I'm pretty old school. Haven't watched much streaming. Hit the Spot says I watch Tubi, entertaining. Cheryl P says hey, James Hicks on deck. James Hicks says wait a minute. The comments look like eStream. Did you switch? James says, hey, Cheryl. Reva says, I watch Tubi when I'm in Michigan. They show several commercials in a row. And then Reva saying, shout out to James Hicks. And Mr. Hicks says, Mr. Brown. And then Enda's out there tonight. Hey, hello from Bali, Indonesia. Lisa Maria's out there, says hello to everyone. Mommy Guide says hi to James and Enda. And also
hold up, Mommy Guide in the building?
Mommy Guide in the building. Yeah, she jumped in earlier, but we skipped the bullfights and kept going. So Lisa Maria says she loves Tubi. So
okay, that's what's up.
Tubi's got some fans. Oh, here you go.
Okay,
hey,
all right.
Lisa Maria on deck. Yep. And then Lisa Maria saying hi to Mommy Guide. So definitely a lot of shout outs to everybody out there. Welcome everybody. Where were you guys last week? Anyway, no, that's beside the point. Mommy Guide came and hung out with me. So, and I think Lisa Maria hung out with me last week. So
that's what's up.
I saw some of my friends. I think James Six even popped in for a second, said hey, and then left. I guess he said this ain't gonna work.
All right, let's just jump back into here. They're saying that they have over 50,000 titles and 200 live channels for local news and sports. And then they're also saying that the free streamer also added more than 100 new original titles throughout 2022. So with more on the way this year. So basically they have several genres, including thriller, sci-fi, horror, romance, adult animation, black cinema titles. I mean, they got something for everybody, all right? And they're saying in the meantime, through Tubi, you'll find several diamonds in the rough. So you can find a quick 5-minute search and you can find selections such as The Last Black Man in San Francisco, Goodfellas, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, How It's Made. I like that show. And then they're also saying Tubi also offers live TV channels across entertainment, news, sports, and more, including ABC News, NBC News Now, Fox, TMZ, People TV, the NFL channel, Fox Sports, and Major League Baseball. So, I mean, come on now. Like, they got some content out here. And then they even have stuff for kids, such as the Lego Movie and the Goonies and the Transformers and Strawberry Shortcake. So, yeah, I mean, they got some stuff out here. So, I mean, I think that you guys should check into Tubi and see how it works out for you. They're also saying that the catalog is not available in 4K Ultra HD. So I know James is going to be like, oh, I can't do that. It's only available in full HD. All right. So, and it also depends on the age of the material. So there's no option to upgrade for a better viewing experience. So Tubi is free. So if you aren't happy with the experience, you know, you can always pay for something like Disney, HBO Max, Netflix. And I know a lot of people have been complaining about Netflix pricing going up, but like I said, it's free, FREE. So, or you can be outside hanging with your ratchet friends. So what they say, so what are the supported devices? If you have a device that can connect to the internet, it probably supports Tubi. It's available on iOS, it's available on Android, and it also works on your Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Google Chromecast, Android TV, TiVo, and Google TV, your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Xbox One, Series X, and all that other good stuff, okay? So it basically works on everything, all right? And then the features, they're saying that given the non-existent price, there isn't a whole lot of Tubi, a lot to Tubi when it comes to features. If you want to watch something aimed at a mature audience, you'll need to register for an account. So if you want the adult content, then you got to get an account. And then if you once you set up the account, it would allow you to continue watching where you left off on any device. And then it will also allow you to create a queue and also receive recommendations based on what on your viewing habits. So based on your viewing habits, if you have an account. So if you don't have an account, you just got to watch from start to finish and you're going to have the commercials that come in. So basically they're saying the bottom line, you got to pay for something. You're either going to pay for your time or you're going to pay for the money. So Netflix, Disney, Hulu, you pay the money. You don't have to worry about commercials. Tubi, you pay, nothing, you sign up for an account or you just do it free and just log on, you got to watch those commercials. All right. That's pretty much what it is. And they're saying that you'll typically watch a 20-second ad before your show starts and then sit through a 40-second commercial about halfway through. So that's pretty much it. I don't know how many of these 40-second commercials that you get throughout the movie or throughout a TV show, but it's not that many. But right when it gets to the good part, I can tell you for a fact that you're going to have to watch a commercial. So they're also saying that partly because it's owned by Fox, Tubi has surprisingly a deep well of content, and some of it might be even more recent than you expect. And basically, it says the content draws in more views, and that means more eyeballs and on advertising and more money in everyone's pocket. So if you don't want to pay, then you gotta watch. That's it. So that's pretty much it. Your thoughts on this, Roy? Can you see yourself watching it now that you have a breakdown on how it works?
I still don't have time to watch TV.
He said, "Nah, I ain't got time." He said, "I can't." He said,
"Can't touch this.
Can't touch this. I ain't got time for it." I understand, man. I completely understand. Do we have a mixer or something, a bumper that we can ride through? You got an ad or something that we can put through before we go to our next episode?
Yeah.
Our next.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's see. We can. Here's a stinger. And then we can do some shout outs to talk about Mommy Guide, Late Night with Sammy.
Shout out to Mommy Guide in the building, man. Mommy Guide, thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. It's 8:40 in the morning your time. And where's she at? She's in
the Philippines.
In the Philippines. So she does crafting. That's right. She does crafting. So if you guys like to craft, she is your expert. She is your go-to lady. She literally does it. She speaks English and then she starts speaking another language. And I'm like, what? Whoa, help me out. Like I was with you until you said something, but I can follow along with what she's doing. And she has a dope show and she's showing you how to do it. And she has some other people that are in the Philippines that actually craft with her in real time. So why not join the show? It is, what are the days? What are the hours?
Well, let's see. She has different streams. So she was live this morning. She does a Saturday morning stream. Definitely that. If you want to meet her, definitely 8 a.m. on Saturday mornings. Go to Mommy Guide Inc. and watch. She does a 2 or 3 hour crafting show on Saturdays, or sometimes she has a guest on. And she just hit 5,000 subscribers. So big shout out to Mommy Guide there. So
hey, let me find out. Mommy Guide. That's what's up. And then we also got Late Night with Sammy. My man, he's about to graduate from high school. He's about to be a full-fledged adult, man. I'm so happy for this man. He's helped a lot of us when it has come to the streaming game. So shout out to Sammy Superstar. When we were all struggling and we were all having problems, this guy, that kid right up there, well, he's an adult now. He basically helped a lot of us. So he's got a show, Late Night with Sammy. And he's on the shorts thing. He's not really doing a full show. But if you watch his shorts, he's really breaking it down on what's the best microphone, what's the best camera, and basically whatever's happening around New York City. And then we also got the Kessel Chat. If you guys like Star Wars, they will talk any and everything Star Wars. And then lastly, we got All Things YouTube with Matt Haas. So speaking of Matt Haas sent me something, and let me see. Can you get me on the screen?
Yeah. We need a bumper for him for his all wood things channel, because that's the channel that's blowing. Awesome Wood Things is what's blowing up for him right now.
So I got a package in the mail from him the other day, and I don't know if he's even watching tonight, but we're actually going to do a lot. Oh, he's on.
He's in the house.
Matt, I got it. I got it in the mail, and I'm gonna see if I can. I got this box cutter. I don't have my regular knife with me. See if I can cut this thing open and live in real time.
Yeah,
and
don't
see what
forget
we
you're
got.
live, man. Let's don't have a rush to urgent care.
So we got a package in the mail from Roy. Roy was like, "Call what I sent it." I'm like, "Dude, I'm on a plane right now, man."
Matt sent it to you there. Yep.
Yeah, he's here. So, look. Okay, let me see what we got here. We got some paper. Oh, we got 2 things. Hold up. 2 things? I wasn't expecting 2 things. Oh, okay. So we got a sticker that says awesome wood things. Okay, that's gonna go on the laptop. Matt, I definitely appreciate that. Let's see what we got. I like gifts. Oh, oh, do you see this? A nice front man, Matt. Okay, let me. There. You see where we're going with that? And look, the cool thing about it is it's got my logo like lifted off of the wood. Like this is Matt. I mean, Matt, you really even got the intricate details of the Tall Boy logo. Like, can you really see this? I don't know if you can see this. Like, he's got like my microphone and the phone. He's got my logo like down to the T. Like, and it's lifted, man. Matt, man, you all right with me, man? All right, let's see. That was a small one. Oh, this one's taped up. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Did he say a live unboxing? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh! Do you see this? Matt, what's your website so people can get their wood if they want their logo made?
Yep, I just put the link in the chat. So there you go. Go to his channel,
Man.
Also Wood Things.
If you want something made, you need to reach out to Matt. You know, you got to have some good friends. So, like, he's got the Lab Tech Show raised off of it, the white matte finish. I mean, the blue. He even got the blue Matt. Like, you see the logo right here? He's got it. Matt. Oh, my God. You really outdid yourself, man. Like, he really loves to do this kind of stuff. And I was like, hey, Matt, you think you can make a logo for me, man? Like, you think you...
Oh, Sister Queen, I hope everything's okay. Sister Queen says she has an emergency. She has to go. She'll look at the replay.
All right, Sister Queen, be well. And the trading. When I say this is excellent, man.
Yeah.
Matt, when's your birthday? We got to make sure you get a good birthday gift, man. Like, when is your birthday? Like...
Lala says, now we're jealous, Matt.
And then look at the back, you can like literally look, this green wall might end up coming down, and we might have to. He even got it set up to where all I gotta do is put a hanger in. I mean, put a nail in, and I could just, man, come on, man, this Matt. Like, I come back out the country and you making me look good, man. Like, Matt, you winning right now. And I definitely thank you for supporting the show. That means a lot. So, and I support his show in the mornings, and we literally have some interaction. But I mean, this by far. I mean, I love my logo. I mean, this is nice, but this is sexy. So I'm just saying.
Matt says later this month's his birthday.
June. Okay. Well, we're gonna definitely find a way. Oh, TV cannot go down. We about to have a problem. We now gonna tear up the TV for the okay. All right. We're gonna figure it out. We don't want to tear up the TV, y'all. Can't tear up the TV. That cannot happen. All right. But that's Matt Haas, Awesome Wood Things. Please check out what he's got going on. This show is probably gonna go over an hour, so if you guys gotta go, I completely understand. But we're just here to tap in. And thank you so much, Matt. I definitely want to just say thank you. You are awesome. And what they say, awesome wood things. That's just what he does, right? So what they say.
Period.
He's beginning to believe.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
And by the way, he says that he could do this for other YouTubers, so just hit him up.
Yeah, that's what's up now. That's what's up. Please reach out to Matt Haas. He is all right.
Matt says I can't even find. There's a tabletop easel in the package too. It might have fell on the floor.
Hold on, let me grab the box. Oh, it's another thing in here. Hold up. There's some more in here. I can't get down at the bottom of the box, man. Oh, there you go. Did it come out? Yeah. Okay. So I got another sticker. So I got 2 stickers. I'm gonna have to invest in some stickers. So I got 2 stickers, awesome wood things. I got a metallic one and I got a wood one. Right. There you go. Awesome wood things. I like that. I'm gonna put this one on the laptop though. That's what I'm gonna do. I like that one. And then you said, "Oh, I got another package here. I didn't even see this. I was so floored over what I just got in the mail, man." Look, he's even got his name. Can you see it? Let's see. Come on. Does it
a little bit closer
focus?
there, almost. It's not doing the focus, but yeah, it's got the awesomewoodthings.com. Matt at awesomewoodthings.com, his email address. So
yep. So you got his Matt at awesomewoodthings.com if you would like to get your easel. Easel and your piece of woodwork of your logo. So if you are a YouTuber, you have a YouTube channel, reach out to Matt. Matt is that guy. Oh Lord, another cancer. Stop. We're not gonna do that. This is what we're gonna do because I want to be on time and be cognizant. So if we do the next article, let's work on the NFC one, okay?
All right.
And then if we have enough time, we'll probably do the VHS, the DVD. But right now, we're going to work on NFC. What is NFC and how it works and what can you do with it? All right. So near field communication. Can we bring that audio down? Yeah, just bring it all the way down.
Jump back up again there on me. Hang on.
All right. So NFC. Have you guys heard of NFC? Do you guys know what NFC is? Let me know. Do you, can you just kill the whole audio? Just let the whole audio.
Yeah, hang on, I'll kill it. Sorry.
Because I'm gonna be over here dancing. I'm gonna be over here waltzing throughout the show. All right. So do you guys know what NFC is? Have you heard of NFC? Do you know how it works? Have you heard of it? Like anything? Like, let me know in the comments if you've heard of NFC. You probably have used it if you have a smartphone, okay? Just giving you a heads up. But they're saying nearly all of today's smartphones and smartwatches, they have NFC technology. And whether you know it or not, your phone's NFC scanner is likely active right now. So don't worry, it's not going to just go off, It doesn't do anything until you hold it within a couple of inches of another NFC device. And like many features of your smartphone, it quietly sits in the background until it's needed. And it's also used to unlock a wide range of cool features that can make your life a whole lot easier. So if you use Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, if you ever scanned a card, look, my phone just went off. Oh my God, because I said the wrong word. If you ever use one of those digital card readers to pull up somebody's business card, if you tap to go use the at an airline, you've used NFC before. So if you have used NFC, put in the comments, yes, I've used NFC, or what is NFC? I have no idea. Put that in the comments as well. All right.
Yeah.
So
Sheila Baker says no, she hasn't used it.
I'm pretty sure, Sheila Baker, when we get through with this article, you're like, oh, that's NFC. So however, NFC can do a lot more than just handle mobile payments. And here's the lowdown on all things NFC. All right. So what is it and how does it work? NFC is short for near field communication. It is a technology that allows devices like phones and smartwatches to exchange all the small bits of data with other devices and read NFC-equipped cards over relatively short distances. The technology behind the NFC is very similar to radio frequency identification, which is the RFID cards. commonly used in the security cards and keychain fobs that you likely already use. So if you have a key fob or you got a keychain, that's RFID. Am I saying that right, Roy?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. So if you ever used a key fob or to get into your garage, to get into your office or your gym, that's RFID. All right. But NFC is an evolution of RFID that offers more advanced features and better security. But the two technologies still share a lot of things in common. All right. So if you use a security card or a keychain fob, that's RFID, which is radio frequency identification. But we're going to go into NFC. And they're saying NFC doesn't require you to jump through the kind of hoops that you may be used to with Bluetooth or Wi-Fi devices. There's no need to manual pairing or device discovery steps or passwords to deal with. All you need to do is place your smartphone within about 4 inches of another NFC device, and it should immediately detect and be ready to go. I'm mad at myself because I don't have my ID with me, and I could have showed you what my Popple does. And I'm trying to see, do I have one over here? I don't think I even have one. I thought I had one here, but I don't have. Maybe this might be it. So I can try and show you what it does. So basically, all you need to do is place your smartphone within about 4 inches of your NFC device, and it should immediately detect and be ready to go. So what can you do, or what can an NFC do on my phone? What can it do? So as with most technologies, there are many early applications for NFC. And so let's just go into the history of it real quickly. Google came up with Android Beam, and it was an idea for exchanging data between smartphones. But they found out real quickly that people didn't want to hold their phones in close proximity for that amount of time it took to transfer a photo and videos over a relatively slow NFC connection. So Android Beam, you used to be able to put your phone next to another phone and you could transfer the photos or video, but because of the file size and the technology at that time, it was too slow for folks. And then basically the next thing that came out was something called Fast Share, and then they later renamed it Nearby Share. And basically to leverage Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, which offered better range and faster transfer speeds. So Android Beam came out first, then they named it Fast Share, but now it's now called Nearby Share. And so once the initial excitement of having NFC built into the smartphones calmed down, they said companies began to focus on more practical applications for which there was contactless technology. So basically you didn't even have to touch anything, and it was like, hey, we're here. So for instance, when you use your payment cards, security tags have already been using RFID for years. And they're saying since NFC was built on the same foundation, it turned out to be a near perfect fit to integrate those features into smartphones and smartwatches. So as you can see here, as he scrolls up on the screen, mobile payments. So if you've ever done this before and just put your phone to the mobile payment, you've used NFC. That's NFC technology right there. Mobile payments. That's the first thing. So that was the most popular use. And they said while most of Europe and Canada are already using physical contactless payment cards, the idea has not really taken off in the United States. And when I say I was in Europe, everybody did contactless cards. Like that's just the thing. You go into a corner store, you go into a restaurant, you go into a fruit stand, you go to a souvenir shop, you go to the airport, everybody does contactless. So you either use your credit card or you use your phone, and you literally are using NFC technology when you tap instead of inserting the card inside. They said Apple, all y'all Apple lovers, here we go again. I got to use the word Apple. They came along with Apple Pay in 2014, And basically people are like, oh my God, this is the newest thing since sliced bread. And, I'm like, come on, man, we've been doing this. So, y'all need to stop playing.
Oh, hell
So,
no.
so to be fair, Google's mobile payment solution actually predated Apple's by a couple of years, but we already know when Apple comes out with something, it's like, oh my God, this is the best thing. So we know how that works. But they said the iPhone maker, iOS, you guys made a much stronger push behind the marketing and Apple Pay and getting banks and credit card companies to sign on. So that's why it took off with Apple Pay. And that's why we see it more if you say, do you take Apple Pay instead of Google Pay? So because there's a marketing push behind it. And you could do that when you have one phone and you're saying, hey, you could do this, whereas there's multiple Android phones and they're not trying to push their NFC. They're trying to push their cameras. So that's another conversation for another day. So they're also saying that even in those countries where contactless cards have already been become the norm, Apple Pay and Google Pay offer something that physical cards couldn't. And they said better security and privacy. So while anybody gets their hands on their physical credit or debit card, they can tap it easily as you can. A mobile payment card requires that you unlock your smartphone before you can use it. So if you don't unlock your phone, and I saw Hit the Spot 1006 where she had to use her Face ID to unlock her phone to pay for the food or to pay for the tickets or to pay for whatever she needed. She had to physically take her phone, and she had to physically use her eyes to unlock it, and then she was able to go from there. So that's the cool thing about what NFC is with the mobile payments. All right. Are there any questions right now, Roy?
There's definitely some statements. I have a comment about NFC.
Go ahead.
Say that part of the comment I have is that it's more secure. Apple Pay and Google Pay and Samsung Pay are more secure because when you do that tap to pay, you're not actually giving your credit card number. You're giving a token. So, for example, if that credit card machine gets taken, it's a token that temporarily authorizes that payment to happen. And so you're not actually giving away your credit card. So there's more security and privacy by using Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, and Google Pay. And then the other thing is that nearby share feature from Android. It's AirDrop on iPhones is the same thing. AirDrop's the same thing as that is. So definitely, let's see here. Let's hear some comments. Sheila Baker says, you're right. I didn't know that's what it was called. Hit the spot. Hit the spot. It's the menus too, right? Yep. Matt says, I use my phone Apple Pay to pay for drinks, food and drinks at the hockey game. So, yep.
And now here's the crazy thing about that. A lot of these sport and concert venues, they're all cashless now. You have to use your credit card or your phone.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything else?
No, that's all the comments got about NFCs per se.
All right. So they're saying basically, you remember I said you had to use to unlock your smartphone, you had to unlock it with your eyes or your fingerprint. It says by this generally means entering your passcode or using a fingerprint scanner or facial recognition features. This allowed merchants and banks to remove transaction caps for authenticated mobile payments since there was less risk of fraud from a stolen credit card or debit card. So that's basically why NFC works and why it's so good. They're also saying generally all you need to do is hold your phone or watch near the payment terminal and then confirm the transaction by following the instructions on the screen. Smartphones will require that you authenticate yourself with a password or a biometric feature. Smartwatches usually don't require this extra step as they can detect that you're still wearing your watch and you'll already have it unlocked when you first put it on. So that's the cool thing about that. And then they're also saying Google Wallet and Samsung Pay are built-in options on the appropriate Android smartphones and Wear OS smartwatches, that they are not the only way to make NFC payments. Banking apps can access the NFC hardware directly to provide their own mobile payment services. And they're saying, sadly, Some financial institutions have chosen to go this route instead of embracing the more widely used Google Wallet, or forcing you to open their specific app when you want to make a payment. So that kind of sucks right there. Let's see. They're saying with the iPhone, Apple has locked down the NFC chip payment feature so that it can only be used with Apple Pay. Third-party apps can still use NFC for other features, but just not for mobile payments. And then they're saying Apple and Google Wallet apps aren't just for credit and debit cards. They can also be used for loyalty cards, tickets, passes, and even transit fare cards. While most of these still work with visible barcodes, some like fare cards can also be used to make payments at NFC-capable transit terminals, making it quick and easy to board a bus or train by scanning your smartphone or watch. So when I went to the Beyonce concert, they said that you could not screenshot the barcode. You had to actually charge your phone. Your phone was your ticket. There was no printing out the ticket. Your phone was your ticket. And I think every 20 or 30 seconds, you get a new barcode or whatever it is. And that is the way to protect someone from stealing your actual ticket. So you could not print it out and say, no, your phone was your ticket and you got a new barcode every 30 seconds. And then when I was in Paris, I saw people literally just getting on the bus and they were literally just tapping the terminal, and it would just take the money off of whatever the amount that they had. So like I said, once again, the Europe and Canada is way more advanced than what we are here in the United States. We will eventually catch up, but for whatever reason, we're just not there. Okay. And it says accept payments from credit cards and debit cards. Basically, it says you can use NFC to turn on your smartphone into a mobile terminal for accepting payments from contactless credit and debit cards. Third-party companies like Square have offered mobile readers for years now. So if you've ever used Square, here's a part of NFC right here. But now, thanks to Apple's Tap to Pay on iPhone, you don't need to use a Square card anymore. And they said, we haven't reached the point to where you'll be able to use this to exchange money with friends and family, but it will be a great feature for small businesses and independent merchants, especially those who regularly set up shop at trade shows and expositions or travel to customers' homes and offices. As you can see, you can load the fare cards. You can see right here, you load up your metro ticket, your bus ticket, and you can load the funds. You can load a new pass, and all you literally do is just tap it. And then also you can do digital driver's license. So I heard Washington, D.C., and I think it's Arizona now have the digital driver's license that is available if you have an iPhone. I don't think it's available on Android just yet. So if you live in the Washington, D.C. market, and you may want to check to see what the other state is. I want to say it's Arizona. Do not quote me on that, but I did read within the last few weeks, Washington, D.C. or Maryland, DMV area could now have access to the digital driver's license. So they're saying here you can hold from the payment cards, the concert tickets, and so now you can leave. The only thing that's keeping you from leaving your physical wallet at home is the need to carry your personal ID. And now Apple and Google have introduced secure digital ID card technology, and state governments are slowly embracing it. So this isn't just about putting a physical picture of your digital ID on your smartphone. There has to be a way for officials to validate the ID, and the best way to do is use it with an NFC reader. And technology is still in its early stages, but TSA is on board with the NFC terminals as well. And then they can read digital ID cards from those states that offer them. So this will be something in the next 3 to 5 years, if not sooner. All states will probably have this. And if not all states, I would say majority of the states will have digital IDs. So we will be literally walking in the George Jetson era in the near future, where we do not need to have a physical wallet. So I know Father's Day is coming up. Ladies, you do not need to buy that man a wallet. Just get him a good phone. That's it. So, now you can also with NFC, you can unlock your doors in your home, your office, or your hotel. In Las Vegas, they allowed me to unlock my hotel room with my phone, so I didn't have to worry about a key. So you literally just walk up to the hotel door. You already have it. You don't have to worry about saying, "Oh, I deactivated it because I put it next to my cell phone." The key card. You can now actually unlock it with your phone. So it says it can use the store digital keys that can unlock everything from the front door to your hotel room. For your home, you'll need a compatible smart lock. However, many of the readers used in office campuses and hotels already use NFC. This means you may soon be replacing your security card at work with your smartphone and or your smartwatch. And so basically, it's only you that got it. So we're going to skip the authenticate with security keys. You can also pair with headphones and speakers. So there's so many features that you can use with this. And then they're saying which phones have NFC. And basically, if you have iPhone 6 or higher, let's see. And then they said, let's see, Apple didn't even begin to open up NFC until iOS 13, and more advanced features like digital IDs and keys require at least iOS 15. So if you have iOS 13 on your phone, you have NFC, but if you want the latest features, you need iOS 15. And then Android 4.4. I know a lot of you are like, what is that? That's only for the James Hicks and the Roy Richardsons and the tech troublemakers that understand what I'm talking about. But basically, if you have a newer smartphone, you have the digital ID capability, you have the NFC capability. All right. So that's pretty much what all of this is. You can unlock pretty much anything that's electronic in your neighborhood, in your house, or if you go out to any venue, you pretty much have the capability. So I'm just explaining to you, sharing with you what NFC is. I know we spent a lot of time on this, and but I want you to kind of be aware and be mindful of what you're using, because you're like Sheila Baker said, I don't know what this is. Well, you do know what you're using it. You just didn't know what it is. Now you have an idea of what it can do and the features of it. So that's pretty much it. And outside of that, I hope that you guys get some value out of this topic and also out of Tubi. I know I've been running my mouth a lot. I've been drinking a little bit as we go. So hopefully you guys got your adult beverage. See, Roy, it's not hard to have an hour show.
Yeah. When everybody shows up.
No, I think it's really more awesome wood things in his, in the wood. That thing is what.
Matt showed up. Matt showed up too, so he was here. Thank you for all the support, Matt. Yeah. A lot of comments about. I showed them on screen, but definitely if you want to talk through them, I did have a couple of comments. One, like the Ed Sheeran concert was Ticketmaster used Apple Wallet in order to do, and then you had to do the NFC chip. I have a Dot business card. I keep it in my phone case, and so if somebody taps my phone with their phone, it will bring up a link to go to my website that'll give them all my contact info. So that's something.
Shout out to Popple. I got the gold card. I got the gold card. It's heavy, man.
Yeah.
So I have Popple, and you can literally just tap this up against your phone. And I don't have this one activated, but I have the black one activated. But I don't have my wallet on me, which I normally do. But I literally put this, and it normally goes off because I normally put it in my phone and my wallet or my IDs in the same side, and it's always vibrating and it's always activating my Popple. So, but shout out to Popple, because like he just said, he has a, what'd you call this?
I call it. I say a digital business card, but it's an NFC chip, and somebody taps their phone off the back of mine, and it brings up, says, "Hey, you want to open this website?" And it brings up my my profile page that has all the links to all my social stuff.
There you go. And so, like for me, I highly recommend you guys go look at Popple. I think it's code word Tallboy, and you get I think think you get a certain percentage off, 10%, 15% or something like that. But nobody uses business cards anymore. No disrespect. I'm just going to say this as nicely as I know how. When you give out a business card, how many times or how many people have followed up with you in the last year? Or in the last, well, before the pandemic, how many people actually followed up with you? With the digital business card, it's in their phone. It's in your phone. You have a digital record of who they are. So now it's on both sides to where you can both communicate. Consider a digital business card. And I highly recommend you go with Popple. We've had Nick on the show, and he's done a couple of giveaways. So I highly recommend you guys check out Popple. You can use anyone, the dot, you can use anyone. But like I said, I had a chance to meet Popple. We saw what they can do. They had a business and they also had a consumer one. I think the business one did geofencing. So it'd say where you scanned it at, it'll say, oh, I met Tech Troublemaker and he lives in South Carolina. And so the next time you're like, well, who is this Tech Troublemaker guy? And it'll literally show you on a map where he lives at or where you met him at. And you'll be like, oh, I met him at CES. Oh, I remember that guy. So I think that's one of the cool things that what Popple does on their business app functionalities, as opposed to just having a personal one where you can just have all your socials, your PayPal, your Cash App, or all your banking or whatever information that you want, website, links, whatever it may be. It has a business feature as well. So look at Popple, popple.co, not .com. So just Google Popple, it'll come up. And I think if you use code word Tallboy, you get a discount. And reach out to me if you choose to buy one, and I'll see if I can find the proper code if Tallboy does not work. So at the end of the day, that's pretty much what it is. We're here to talk tech. We're here to simplify it. We talked about what Tubi was or what it actually is. And maybe you guys will look into all of those channels that they have. They even have live TV. Give it a chance. Give it a test drive over the weekend. It's Father's Day weekend. Maybe you can sit down with your father or with your family and say, hey, let's see what's on Tubi. Maybe you might find an old show. Maybe you might find a nice movie to watch and hang out, and it might be worth your while. And then we just talked about NFC, and then we shared a little bit of content of where I was at overseas. So hopefully you guys got some value out of it. Roy, what'd you think of the show, man?
I think that Tallboy guy did pretty good, but I'm a little concerned about the other guy. So.
No, man, you see, and see, so this is what I want. So all the people that are watching, when I'm gone, I put Roy in place because I know Roy is very, he's very knowledgeable about your needs. And so when you guys ask me, Tallboy, how do I go about doing A, B, and C? I don't have time, not trying to be disrespectful. I don't have the time because I have so many moving parts back here that I have to go try and Google your answer in real time. So I always have to do let's do a ask me anything type show. And we've only done 2 or 3 of those since the start of the Lab Tech show. But when I bring James or I bring Roy onto the show, I bring them on because they can pull up the information right then and there, or they already have it in the back of their head and they're like, hey, I can just fire it off. So that's what Roy and James have been brought to the show for. So you guys can ask them anything. And then that way, when you have any tech solutions or tech problems, or excuse me, whenever you have any tech problems, they're here to ask. You can ask the questions in real time and you can get a fix, and it doesn't cost you anything. Because if you call Roy or if you call James, you're going to probably have to do like a consultation. And y'all don't want to pay the consultation. So I'm trying to help you out. So if I say Roy or Tech Troublemaker or James Hicks is on the show, ask your questions because I'm trying to provide value, and hopefully you guys get some, and hopefully you share this show and tell other people what we do here and why this show is important. And hopefully by the end of the year, we can have 500 followers. So we have a new goal. I have 240 followers. I need 260 followers by the end of the summer. So I'm asking you, please share this show. please support this show, because if I don't get any support, we're going to be looking at other options. And I know some of you guys are like, Tawa, I'm getting some real value out of this and I need help. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but YouTube has lowered their requirements for us to be able to monetize this show. So I don't ask anybody to pay for the show. You can always hit the Cash App at the top right-hand corner of the screen, which is $Tallboy Enterprises. But I don't ask for anything. But I do ask you as far as financial. But I am asking for you to support the show by sharing and telling somebody that you know and say, hey, do you know what NFC is? He's going to break it down. Do you know what Tubi is? He's going to explain it to you in a language that you can understand, or where you're like, oh, I think I might check it out. So please support the show. I'm asking, I'm begging, I'm pleading. I don't know what else to do. Roy wants more people to watch and support him so he doesn't do 30-minute shows. I want more people to watch so we can get more people learning and we can engage and become a great family. And we can have people all over the United States. And when we say we're coming to this town or that town, we know somebody that lives there. And we all can say we have something in common that is like-minded. So please support the show. I'm going to set out a challenge to get 260 followers by let's just say August, the third week of August. So whatever that third week of August is, we got to get 260. I need 260. We got 240. I need 260. Can y'all help me? That's all I'm asking. Yep. Can you do it?
And I want to do a shout out to End of Trade. While you were gone on the first episode of Hosted for You, he did give you a super chat, however you do it with the stream tools. So definitely shout out to him. Yeah, he's like, oh, you forgot to do the super chat. I'm like, well, whatever was supposed to trigger it, I didn't know because we didn't have. But he, yeah.
Hold on, he paid?
Yeah, he had Stream Elements. He used your Stream Elements and sent you a gift.
Man, man, come on. End of trading, my man. Now, Enda, he's in Indonesia, right?
He's in Indonesia currently, yes. He's originally from Ireland.
Okay, Enda, thank you so much for supporting. So I guess I owe you $5, Roy, because that was your show. That ain't got nothing to do. I'm cash apping you $5, man. Like that should. Hey, that.
He just felt sorry for me and was trying to help you out, because he's like, man, he's not going to come back to the show.
I'm gonna cash app you $5. You was over there. Look. Tech Troublemaker was shaking for dollars over here on the Lab Tech Show. So I definitely thank you guys for hanging out, and like I said, bear with me. I have a lot of moving pieces behind the scenes that I'm trying to get. That I have a lot going on, so I'm trying to get back to speed. And so Tech Troublemaker said, Talbot, I will produce this show tonight for you. And so he's in South Carolina. I'm in Georgia. And we're literally saying we're going to figure this out together. And he has literally supported. So I definitely want to say thank you once again, Tech Troublemaker, for your efforts. And hopefully you guys got some value out of this. And Roy, you got anything you would like to say, share, or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Don't forget that Tallboy Enterprises Media, TBE Media, is on Roku or Fire Stick TV. And so you definitely, if you have a Amazon Fire Stick or Roku TV, go out there and watch a lot of content you see on here, but some special content you haven't seen anywhere else is out there.
Yeah. So if you're a content creator, I mean, look, we took, what was it? 2022 or was it 2021? One of those years, we said, you know what? If Sammy Superstar can get his show on Amazon Prime Video, why could we not, create something, similar to what he's doing? And I felt like the next best thing was, let's get a Roku channel and let's see if we can build, and let's get people to download the channel as well. So please, she said, if I can create shorts that can help. Look, I'm not like Sammy. I'm trying, mommy guide. I'm trying. But it's coming. I know. Like, if you look at what Hicks New Media is doing over there, they are really cranking out content over there. So I definitely want to shout out James Hicks, and he's really been the motivation. Mommy Guide, you have been the motivation. Kessel Chat, you guys have been the motivation. Awesome Wood Things, you have been the motivation. We've all been supporting each other since we all started this streaming journey, and we all have our strengths in our respective ways. And shorts is just not my thing, but I know that's something that I have to master by the end of the summer. And I also know that micro content is something that I have to master as well. So we're going to figure it out. But like I said, this is the lab. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I guess we're at 9:23, so I'm making up all that time that Tech Trouble missed. So we'll be back next week, and God willing. And I guess I'll leave you a little bit of this. Maybe can I do it? I don't know if this is what I can leave you with. Let's see. Can I leave you with this? I'll leave you a little bit of that. I don't know how much of this I can use without it being copyrighted, but if it is copyrighted, it is what it is. So we're going to leave you with a little bit of that. That is Barcelona, Spain. That is the opening act. I'm not going to share the whole show, but you can see how close I was. And if you do not have tickets, this is about as close as to Beyonce you're going to get. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And Tech Troublemaker, James Hicks, thank you guys so much for holding it down while I was gone. Once again, 9 cities, 5 countries, 27 days. And it was not expensive. So, Roy, can you take an idea or a wild guess of how much I spent?
My guess is you spent about $3,500.
If you subtract, honestly, if you subtract those Beyonce tickets, you're $3,550 is what I spent if you subtract those Beyonce tickets.
Yeah, that makes it $6,000. The Beyonce tickets.
No, believe it or not, the whole trip for everything, and I had some setbacks while I was there. Okay, so I had some setbacks. So the setbacks, I had bought the wrong plane ticket. I bought the wrong train ticket for the wrong days. So I bought the right city, just paid for the wrong days. So I basically had to double it. My camera went out, so I had to buy another camera. So now I have an A7 instead of a A6300. And then the Beyonce tickets. So I literally spent $5,002.02, believe it or not, for everything for 27 days. So if you subtract the Beyonce tickets, it was $3,550, and then if you subtract the hiccups, it was probably a little bit cheaper than that. So yeah, that's pretty much how much everything costs. So I don't know if that's good or not, but for a month,
that sounds pretty good in Europe. I've never been to Europe, so we'll find out one day when I go.
Come on, man. All right, guys, y'all be good. It's the Lab Tech Show. What they say, let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't know if I have it. Do I have it? Is this it? Nope, that's not it. Hold on a second. I know I got it.
You already know. Oh boy.
Hey, here's the call to action, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to go look for us on Instagram. Don't forget to hit that big subscribe button, hit the like, and hit the notification button so you don't ever miss an episode of the Lab Tech Show. And here comes the outro.